Hey everybody, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. We are going to be doing some trolling at Volkhov today. Let's check it out, see if we can catch anything. Just for shits and giggles, I'm going to check to see what it would be to fix it. A couple, not a couple, but one of these reels that I have, just to see. It's got 33% wear. I'm probably not going to do it. And I might also check my Venga. Again, just for shits and giggles. I'm trying to save money for a large boat rod, but we can just check. So if we want to repair the Salmon, which is what I'm using at the ocean. If we just do this, replace, right? That puts it up to 1696. So if we just want to replace, this is actually not that worn. So that puts it at 2196. Again, this is the spool. So this is not that worn. That does add like 500. So if we leave that alone, but here we can also do some upgrades. This is 4¼ star. Look, this is 5 stars. So I don't know. That doesn't even, you can't even do that without paying gold only. Oh, so you can only, these are your only options, the ones with silver. This is 209, let's see. Let's replace that. And then if we want to try to upgrade this one. And we want to replace the oil to a 5-star oil. That would be 2,800, and we would have to wait 8 days. Again, this is not really that worn, so we could take this off. That's only 2.8%. That drops it to 2,200. And if we don't upgrade anything, let's back out. But again, that's 2,000. Silver. Let's check out the Venga. So this seems to be what's wore out the most. So if we, again, we're just going to replace that. Replace that. This one's at 13%. Replace that. That's 4,000. 4,700 to replace that. And that's not even 100%. This spool, if you replace that, that's going to add 4,000, 3,500 or something. And that's without even upgrading. So, again, not going to do that. You know, if you wanted to upgrade everything, you could probably spend 10 or 12 on a repair. What can we buy one for? Alright, so if we look at the Vengas, you can buy one for 23. So what I'm trying to save up for the sea is You know, I don't think I'm going to be able to save up. So I'm definitely not going to save up for one of these probably. This would be what you'd want. 86,000. This would be ideal. These electric ones, 119,000. This is an Imperial conventional, 74,000. To be realistic, this is 61,000. I was told this is a decent cheap option here, but again, it's only 21.8. I just feel like that's not much better. This is 61. I don't know. I mean, it's just this at 29. Doesn't hold that much line in my opinion, but again, these are the same. This has got a lower gear ratio, which should help, I guess, for 5,000 more, but it's the same size, and this is only 1 kg more, so maybe I get the get this. I don't know what the right answer is for 44. Again, we're at 30. You know, is it trying to save up for this? I don't know. Maybe try to get the smallest option here. Not sure. If you guys have an opinion, let me know. I was told this was the best cheap option here. I just don't know if this is what I want. Here's an albacore for 30. 61. So if you're at 61, you might as well do this, right? 57. Here's what a lot of people like. A lot of people like the Triumph. $53. It's still almost double what I got. This is gold only. So guys, if you wanted to pay $321 gold, it's like $600 IRL. It's crazy. See, this is not saltwater certified. All right, let's do some fishing. Heard me whining enough about not having any money for reels. All right. Unfortunately, here we're rolling into the afternoon. Let's get a couple one-day boat rentals here. We'll get two, but we'll probably just use the one. But let's see how it goes. So traveling here, right, was only 15. The boat rental is 8, so 23. You know, so we'll call it 25 silver to break even. let's see what people are catching things on recently. I like to click on my region to see. So if I'm trying to catch salmon, the Hunter 1, Terminator F10, I don't think I have that one. So the Hunter 1001 we got, I probably have. If not, we can look at that. Not trying to catch no hide anyway. Got the Balsa 75F. The Terminator F10 seems to be pretty popular. And I don't think I would have, I don't know if that's something I make or something I would buy. So let's look at our rods here. Let's go through our rods. We're at Corey. If you haven't seen the video, check that out. So I'm pretty sure I don't have the Terminator F10 right now. And then I don't know if that's something we make or something we buy. So let's check. So right now we're at 25 silver to break even. If we have to buy a lure, that's going to add to that, right? And if we use a secondary boat ticket, that's going to add to that. So let's look at lures. We're going to look at the Terminator. Right, the Terminator. With the F10, this is the one everybody's catching them on. So they're 28 apiece. Let's get one. So that's 30. Basically, we're going to call it 55 silver to break even. And really, it would be better to be at like 65. That would cover our other ticket, even if we don't use it, right? So let's put the Terminator on the number 1 rod here. Terminator. We're going to leave whatever hooks are on it, which it looks like it's the size 1. Happy hooker. All right. And then if we look at the number 2 rod, let's put a balsa. We'll probably go with just a 75F here, which I got this one that's kind of beat up, but there's all kinds of them here. So it's got the size 4 hooks, size 2 hooks, size 1/0 hooks. That's the bigger hooks. Let's do this one. So we'll use that one for that. And then the number 3, we're going to leave what's on there, which is just a spinner. All right. Let's see how we go. We'll start off heading this direction here. The plan of attack will probably be just troll this back and forth. Right now we'll just kind of head this way to start with. See how we do. Guys, don't forget to make sure you subscribe to the channel. Hit that like button. Leave a comment. Give me some tips, pointers, comments. I appreciate it. YouTube likes the interaction, so if you're watching this video, then tomorrow should be, I'm planning on going to Ladoga Archipelago tomorrow. So we shall see. If you're watching this, Corey Lake was yesterday, if you want to check that out, and then Ladoga Archipelago will be tomorrow. Everything works out. And then after that will be Tunguska. So, going to be 4 consecutive days of trolling. Hopefully we can make some silver, because we did make about 50 profit at Corey, but overall not a strong day. We did get a lake trout that was almost a trophy, but you know what they say about people that almost get trophies? They're losers. No, they don't say that. They don't say that. Got a little perch on the spinner here. We are at the Black Pool. That's the location. The Black Lagoon. We're raining at Corey. We're raining here. I don't know if that's why we didn't do well at Corey, but it seems awful warm. I'm not good at finding out if the temperatures are the problem. Oh. You know, looks like this will probably be the better day. Oh, we had something, but it didn't stay on very long. Oh, got something on the Terminator there. That's the one everybody was catching stuff on, right? Let's see. Chub. Not impressed, Terminator. Not impressed. I guess it is a fish. Well, it's our second fish, right? The spinner did produce the first fish, but the chub was probably more money than the first one there. Alright, we got one on the balsa over there. Guys, if you've been having any luck here and what have you been using, let me know. I appreciate the help. We are at Eagles Cliff. Assuming that's over there. Alright. This is our smallest setup. It's got the spinner on it, so we should be okay. We got a little pike. Yeah, it's a marker. We'll take that. Alright, got another fish on the Terminator here. Terminator so far is not terminating. A little non-marker perch. Just keep them coming. Keep the fish coming. It'll be a little bit of a slowdown on the overnight, but we're just going to troll straight through. I don't know, maybe we should try to catch some catfish at night. That's a possibility. I am trying to get rid of some of my dead bait fish. I got a million of them. let's go ahead and head this way. We're going to go over here between, over by the castle here, and then we'll come back. I don't know if there's something small on the Terminator there. It's kind of hard to tell. Oh. Okay, now we got something on the Terminator. Little pike. It's a marker though. We'll take those markers. As long as it's a marker, it'll add up to something. The goal is, you know, we can get 40 fish. It'll add up to something if they're all markers. That's a small pike. That's a smaller pike. Sounds like we got another pike there jumping around over on one. Alright, at least it's a marker. Terminator's producing some fish. Nothing great yet, but it is catching fish. Oh, got another one on the Terminator. Talking crap about it. Maybe it's this better one. Non-marker pike. We're going to flip around here, go a little farther. Let's wrench around and wrench it off. We'll go up and back one more time here, and then we'll maybe fish for some burbots at night or some catfish. Alright, another little pike there. Alright, another little pike there. Okay, we've got something on the 75F balsa. Still haven't seen any Ladogas yet, or Atlantics. There's a chubby chub. Looks like we got another pike on the Terminator. That's a marker. Not getting any big ones. Starting to get into the evening / night here. We're into the evening actually. We're starting to get a little later. Alright, Terminator's got another little fish here. Oh, got one on the balsa as well. We'll probably go ahead and spin it around maybe. That way we're up there where I want to fish for the catfish. Ton of these small pikes. At least they're markers, most of them. Not all of them, but alright. Once we get up here, we'll go ahead and pull over and throw out some, try to catch some catfish or some burbot. We could try to catch some eels, but they're so hit or miss. And I'm trying to get rid of, I've got so many dead bait fish. I'm really trying to get rid of some here. Probably could really troll till about midnight, guys. I'm just going to go ahead and get set up here. See if we can make us a little money at night. Okay, so what are we looking like out here? All right. I don't have a specific spot. I'm just, again, so if you, this ain't what we want, right? We're going to throw this out. No, we're not going to throw that out. We're going to throw this out. It's just got a bleak on it. Again, it's just a small dead bait fish. Does this one have a bite indicator on it? Did we see that? Yeah, it does. Okay. Make sure there's no clip. And then I'm going to throw this out. We could probably use a smaller leader. And we'll leave it large just in case we hook a catfish. Again, I'm going to make sure the clip is off. Then we're going to throw out this, where we got this set up as well. And I don't know what they've been catching. We didn't look at the, alright, the burbits. Looks like night crawler, so let's throw a night crawler on one. Catfish is perch, so let's put a night crawler on this one. We got some 294. Make sure our clip is off. We can also get some gold baits, or at least attempt to. Got a rhino larva, red worms. I've been trying to get rid of those dung beetles. I've been trying to use them when I go to lower Tunguska on the match rod. I can catch fish on them at least, but nothing crazy. You know, I'm hoping I catch you know, big trophies on them. That way I enjoy getting them when I get them. Right now I feel like I've got cheated when I dig one up, but again, digging's only costing you energy. So So let's go fish. Let's go. Let's go ahead and drink a tea here. All right, we're getting some action here. What is this? Oh, this is on the bleak. Awesome. I'm trying to get rid of some of those. So again, I got a million. I kept crafting because it was helping my bait harvesting skill. Are we on there? Okay. I feel like everything is extra at night here, so this is a win. And I didn't have to buy this bait, obviously. I don't know if we're making any progress or not. I guess we are. Okay. I will take that. Not a bad fish. Not necessarily what I was expecting, but actually a pleasant surprise. Yeah, that was a pleasant little surprise. We'll take that. We'll take it. Let's get another couple fish here at night. Alright, we got our energy back. Let's try to get some stuff. Got us a leech. That's a gold bait. Okay, alright. Is this the fish piece? Yes it is, and then this one's the night crawler. Alright. Hopefully we've got at least a marker here. Alright. Ask and you shall receive. Alright, so in my opinion, the overnight thing is a success here. I didn't do so well in the overnight at Volkhov, but we gave it a shot. You never know. Again, that Xander should be worth 20 some silver. So what did we say? We bought a lure, we traveled. I think we said we need to be at about 65 or 75, can't remember, to be in Profitsville. Let's see. So we bought a lure, we'll call for 30. Traveling here was 15. Boat rental was 8, right, or 9. So 45, 55, yeah, about 65. We'll cover 65 silver. Anything above that's all profit. And that's covering our next boat rental, which again I'm not even planning on using. We're going to give it a little more time here since we did catch a few. Maybe 6 a.m. in game, and then we'll go back to trolling. Guys, remember when you're fishing from the bank, your boat rental is still ticking off. Once you activate that ticket, it's running. Okay? It's important to remember that because you do want to try to utilize your boat ticket or be aware of the fact that you're using your boat ticket even if you're not in your boat. Oh. Okay, hopefully we can get another fish here on a bleak. That would be awesome. Again, I'm trying to use some of them up. I've got a million. When you look at my baits here, again, I got crazy because crafting these will help you get your bait harvesting skill. And I've got so many dead fish, just so many. I mean, oh my gosh. And I could delete them, but again, if I can catch fish on them, I'm so stingy. I would rather just use them, but obviously they're better fresh. I was all excited because that light looked like I was getting a bite, but then it stopped here. Oh, looks like again, there are sometimes when you're using bait fish rig, even though the fish is dead, you're going to see some movement anyway. Now, when the light's going off, that's a bite, but hopefully we'll get the whatever that is hooked. Like to get another Xander here and then 2 more burbits here before 6 a.m. in game. So. And we could have been using a jig rig at night here as well and only throwing out 2 rods. And do the jig step across the bottom and catch them as well. That might have been something to do. I'm getting a bite here, so I'm really kind of worried about digging and not having any energy. That line is slack, so there may be a fish on there. I could pick it up and check it, but I'd rather wait. But if I dig, let's check it. Okay, he's on there. Unfortunately, super small this time. And we got rid of another bait fish, so we can go ahead and dig now. Right up by this tree roots. There's going to be some good stuff hiding there. One red worm. Alright, again I'm going to give it till about 6 a.m. in game. What we could do is throw out our match rod real quick. Oh, not that. Trying to get rid of these dung beetles and worms. I got 21,000 worms. Alright, getting a bite on the piece of fish there. Alright, hopefully this is at least a marker. Not very big, but non-marker. Boo-hoo. Alright, let's go ahead and reel this one in. This was the worm. Didn't produce anything. The fish produced 2, but only 1 marker. Let's go ahead and get back at the trolling here. That's what we came to do. Overnight, in my opinion, a success. I would like these two to be markers, you know, at least the same size of this, but again, those are, in my opinion, just bonus fish. Plus we got rid of 2 bleaks. Alrighty. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. I think that 2 kg Xander will be worth 20 silver. We'll see, I guess. Get the Terminator working here. That's what everybody else is catching on. Now we could switch this out. It hasn't caught anything crazy, right? So we can try something different with this rod. Not that rod. The rod we're holding with our hand sign here. Let's try the pipe. We'll want the gold. These are some Christmas things. I think they were the Christmas event. I'm not sure if I've ever caught a fish on them. Looks like, I think that's what people were catching the ides on, which a lot of people do not like catching them. So the Xander was the biggest fish that we got. I don't know what a trophy chub is. I think it's 3. Alright, we got a fish on the balsa there. Probably a small pike. That's what we seem to be, yeah, catching the most of here. Go a little farther across this time. Come on, Terminator, put in some work, man. Put in some work. Alright. The handmade boss has got another fish. Let me guess, a small pike? Oh, a chub. Chubby chub. Just look over your significant other right now, if you got one, and just tell her that the guy you're watching's just got a chub. And she'll be wondering what the hell you're watching. Or he. Da, 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 da. All right, we're at the Great Pool. All right, we got something on the Terminator. Doesn't look very big. I haven't caught nothing on the pipe yet, so we may want to switch it out. Try to find that magic bait. Real small here. Marker perch. Yeet. Alright, so what we can do here, let's, what people used to catch a lot of fish on here is the Dodger crank. I don't remember which size, but we got two of them. This is the smaller one, so let's use it. Oh gosh, that didn't cast very far, did it? Let's wait a little bit to close our reel. You do want to remember to close that reel. You will run your line out while you're trolling. So, FYI, you can lose your lures that way. Alright, the Terminator is catching fish, and I don't know if we need to adjust the hooks, or again, the leader's too big. It is producing fish. I'm kind of glad I didn't buy two of them, because I don't think it's making enough money to eat that other 30 silver. We'll give the Dodger crank a little more time to try to work something out here. Let's adjust away. This thing looks like a prison. I feel like it's maybe a spillway or a dam. I don't know. Well, if you know what that is, let me know. Is there lore on all the RF4 stuff? Does it tell us what that is? I feel like that's an old fort, and this is a prison or something. I don't know. Looks pretty cool, but I don't know what it is. Maybe, like I said, kind of looks like a spillway to me with all the concrete but, well, a lot of spillways like in Ohio where the water would be running out. If we look at the map, you know, this looks more like a river because here's a bridge, and so I don't know what this is. I can't read this. I can't read it. I'm sorry. Oh, there's something on too. Probably a small pike. It looked like it did a jumpy jump. Yeah. And damn, some real small ones too. Like some dinky ones. I'm going to go closer to this just to check this out. Oh, there are some buoys up there again. Maybe that's like a hydroelectric power dam, maybe? I don't know. Again, if you know, let me know. Or what's your guess? Even if you don't know, guess. That's okay. Looks like a massive structure there. Again, I don't know if it's based on something real or if it's just part of a game that's made up, right? I know these maps, these are based on real places. Or at least I thought they were. I guess I don't 100%. I haven't been to any of these places, so I haven't verified that. Looks like somebody busted out some windows. I don't know. Some crazy kids. Yeah, these things is what makes me feel like it's almost like a hydroelectric dam. I don't know. I don't even know if we can get out there and fish. I don't know. Okay. All right, our first Ladoga. It's a small one, but we'll take it. We shall take it. Yeah, the bite rate hasn't been that great since we started trolling again. Well, I guess it hasn't been bad. We've caught 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 fish in 7 minutes, but 3 non-markers, or 4 out of 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 4 out of 6 non-markers. This chub's not going to be worth much. This Ladoga would be worth a little bit, even though it's small. It'll be worth more than some of these fish. Alright, we do got something on the Terminator there that looks to be a little bigger. Okay, much better. Much better, thank you. That'll give us a little bit of silver. Alright, got something else on the Terminator there. Again, looks like a smaller one. Oops. Get the right rod there, Turley. Oh. I think about 2 p.m. in game here. 2:30 p.m. we'll run, we'll be out of our boat rental here. We're already at an hour on the video, but that's okay. I spent some time looking at stuff at the in the shop and just going over some some reel repair stuff. A little better fish here. All right, an asp. Okay, that's on the balsa, handmade balsa. That'll be worth a little bit of silver. Let's put a handmade balsa on here. We may hook into something we don't want on the smaller setup, but that's okay. Oh. About run us aground there. Come on, man. We're at 29 fish here. Might have a fish jumping on one over there. Yep. I heard the splishy splash. Small pike. They like to flippy flip, do flippy flips. Yee! Bad luck. Two non-markers back to back. Snakies. Alright, I'm going to run back over here next, all the way out here, because we caught the Ladogas out here in the open water a little more. So let's keep rolling here. Again, it's already 13:50 in game, so I think we're about out of boat rental. The Terminator has another fish. Small perch, small non-marker pike. What do you got for me? Alright, non-marker perch. I didn't check the cafe orders either, guys, before I left. Probably not a bad idea to do that if you know you're going to troll for an hour or whatever. Alright, the Terminator's producing fish. I'll give it that. Maybe the hooks need changed. Maybe it's my leader. I'm using a pretty big leader. I don't want to get bit off by pike, so a smaller leader will get you more bites. It does make a difference. You can check your boat ticket. So you go under tickets. We're not getting the 1 hour message right at the moment, but you can go to tickets and you can go to, where are we at? Volkhov. One of these is going to be 1 day, not used. Oh, this ticket is in use. So it's 1 hour and 8 minutes left in game. So we're about to start getting the warnings. We're about to start getting the warnings. At 1 hour, you start getting the countdown. There we go. There it is. Alright. We do got a fish here on the Terminator. Alright, it's our largest pike. What I'm going to do, we don't have a lot of time left, but I'm going to go ahead and leave both of these out for now. Once we get down to about, once we get down to about now, I'm going to go ahead and reel this in. I don't want to leave, I don't want my rods to get stuck in the boat. And I'm just going to hold this as we get down to the end here. And we'll go ahead and flip around. The better fish did come out here in this open water today, guys. If you plan on trolling Volkhov soon, usually it's the better fish, other than the bottom fish, came from out here. Okay, we did get something here. We don't have a lot of time. All right, another decent pike. Right under the wire. Seems like we're getting good bite rate, but I'm going to be calling it here. We fished for an hour. We fished for an hour. We trolled for most of that. We did fish from the bank, but we'll get kicked off here. I'm going to have to hit cancel or wait. I'm just going to hit cancel. I'm not going to activate the next ticket. So let's go ahead and check the cafe first here. Nothing. Oh, I lied. 42 for the Xander. Again, we're trying to get to 65 to cover all of our costs. And those last couple pikes at the end did not hurt. So we go to price. That asp was the most expensive fish, and then the last two pikes there. Boom. So about 160. So we're going to call it about 80. 80 in Profitsville. Again, a lot of non-markers here, and they're just absolutely not worth anything. If you take all of our non-markers here. If we take all of our non-markers here together, $1.50. But guys, I appreciate you. Until next time, have fun fishing. Stay tuned tomorrow for some Ladoga archipelago trolling, and hopefully we'll continue the profit. Again, as long as I'm in Profitsville, I bought a lure, I've got an extra boat ticket, and I still made silver. Heading in the right direction. We're going to go ahead and head over again. We're going to do Archie next, so keep on the lookout for that tomorrow. I am going to skip over Ladoga. I probably should hit it, but I am going to go ahead and skip over it. I'm not going to lie. And then we're going to go ahead and go to Archie, and then that's going to cost us 35, so we'll try to make money here as well. So guys, I appreciate you. Until next time, have fun fishing. I'm out of here.